So this is for the question 3 on the Google form. Just going over the responses, I saw a couple different solutions. So I saw people end up with 5, 1, which is actually the correct solution. So if you solve this, you should end up with 5, 1. I also saw people end up with -7, 5. And if you ended up with -7, 5, here's the potential mistake you may have made in solving. So we have our two equations, x plus 3y equals 8, and x minus 2y equals 3. Now starting off, you might have said, well, I want to eliminate a variable. And if I want to eliminate a variable, well, I can look at this x variable, and I have x in my first equation, and I have x in my second equation. So you might have said, well, let's subtract our equations. And if I subtract my equations, that's going to allow me to eliminate x. So we'll subtract our equations, and we'll do x minus x, well, we eliminate x, that gives us 0. Now we have to be very careful. When we're seeing this, it's 3y minus a negative 2y. So if you solved it and you saw it as 3y minus 2y, you would have ended up with positive y, and 8 minus 3 is 5. And you would have ended up with y equals 5. You then would have plugged back in to solve for x, and you would have ended up with -7. This actually would be incorrect, though. This is not the correct way to approach it. So remember, when we subtract our equations, we have to be very careful. Notice in front of the 2y, we have a minus sign. And we have to account for that. We have to see this as a -2y. The term is negative. So if we're subtracting our equations, once again, we do x minus x, and that will leave us with 0. So once again, we eliminate x. Now, remember, we're doing 3y minus, and we said we have to account for this y term. It's a -2y. So when we're seeing this as 3y minus a -2y. 3y minus a -2y would leave us with positive 5y. Okay, so we should end up with positive 5y when we subtract this. And then 8 minus 3 would give us 5. So we'd end up with 5y equals 5. We would then divide each side by 5. And that would leave us with y equals 1. And once again, we take that 1, plug it back into our equation. And when we solve for x, we'd end up with x equals 5, which would give us the correct order pair. So once again, be very careful when you're subtracting, especially when we're dealing with these negative terms. Next week, we'll talk about a method to, prevent this mistake being made. But for right now, just be very careful when we're subtracting with negative terms.